well and feeling well. Yeah, welcome to the live, everybody. It's True Media, your one and only, your host, your boy True. I want to discuss some things and talk about some things pertaining to this government shutdown and how it's affecting millions of people, and people supposed to be getting benefits cut, and we already know that the economy is kind of in a decline state right now. And so as y'all enter into the live, put a 1 in the chat so I know you can hear me and see me before we continue. The topic of the day, we're going to be discussing about the government shutdown. I know everybody been hearing about it. And we're going to talk about how this is affecting millions of people. And to be real with you, I didn't really know that they was cutting people food stamps and shit like that. I didn't really know that that this was taking place until somebody told me the other day. So we just want to talk about the surrounding topics of the country right now, the economy, and the corruption in this country, and how most of this shit is designed to keep you distracted. And another part of what they doing is they doing a rollout plan, and I'm gonna let y'all know what a rollout plan is as we continue. I'm gonna let y'all know what a rollout plan is and why they do these rollout plans like this when it comes to shutting the government down, or when it comes to trying to distract the people. Like all this shit when it comes to cutting benefits, this to scare you. This is to put fear into you. Um this is a sign of things to come for the future, basically. Another thing is this is a sign for things to come in the future. And every time they do like these rollout plans, they always start with doing it like 1 month at a time, or they'll do it like a couple weeks at a time, and then in the next 5 years you will hear about them passing a certain law that it's become the norm. And so I want y'all to remember to understand, yeah, this shit is a part of a distraction, but also this shit is a part of their plan to roll out the digital IDs and things like that. And so, and we also understand that every 25 to 30 years, they create war. All right. For people who don't know about the tactics of the government, every 25 to 30 years, they create some kind of war. If you go back and look in history, history will show you and tell you just by certain timelines that they create war. When it ain't no war, when everything is cool, you get a Charlie Kirk situation. When everything is cool, you get a George Floyd situation. When everything is cool, you get a 9/11 situation. When everything is cool, you get a 2008 situation when it comes to the stock market crashing. And so we understand that every 25 to 30 years, or within that time frame, they do these rollouts, or they do these plans to create war when it ain't no war. And this is another reason these things is put into place to not only keep you distracted, but keep you controlled and keep you in a state of fear. You feel what I'm saying? So we're going to be talking about these things real quick and how this government shutdown is affecting a lot of people. Hey, Quinasia in this thing say good evening. I see you in this thing, sis. Welcome back to the live, Quinasia. At DR, okay, they got ones. hear me now? Can you hear me? Oh, shit. Can you hear me? Okay, good. All right, we good. We good. My bad, y'all. My bad, man. Hey, let me see who in the building though. All right. All right. Everybody got the ones in the chat. We good. Okay, let's go in. We got Misty in this thing. Say one love. What's good with you, Misty? I see you in this thing, Misty. Terrell in this thing. Say what up, family? Hope all is well with you. True salute. Salute to you too, Terrell. I see you in this thing, man. Welcome to the live, big dog. Juan Silver say hi, True Media. How are you? I'm good, sis. I'm doing good. You know, just coming back with another live just to try to bring some awareness and my thoughts on this government shutdown and thing. But and things like that. But overall, everything good with me though, sis. Welcome to the live, sis. Glad to see you back in the place to be. Vince in this thing say hi, True. Hi, hey, what's good with you, Vince? I see you in this thing, big dog. Okay, that's when they said, okay, everybody got, yeah, we good. Okay. Let me see who else in here. Stewart in this thing. I see you in this thing, Stewart. Yeah. Pretending TV. SR Life in this thing say, yeah, we can. Okay, we good. We good. All right, so I'm gonna get right in. I'm gonna go right in. I'm gonna get started. So, as we know, the government been shut down for probably like, 3 weeks now? All this shit is a game. First of all, I want y'all to realize the government is not shut down. Okay? They selling us some bullshit, trying to get us to think that the government is shut down. The government is not shut down. What they doing is they doing the rollout. They experimenting right now. And if you know about the government, anytime they got to experiment on the country, they come up with a government shutdown. And also, not only due to them experimenting, but it's another it's other things that the government is doing as well right now. And what I mean by that is these people is planning on rolling out the digital IDs. We already know the digital IDs is coming. You feel what I'm talking about? And so when you hear about a government shutdown, it's not that the government is shut down. The government is still open. They just want us to believe that the government is shut down because they be trying to get us distracted on economic issues and things like that while they plan to do something else that's going to affect the economy 10 years from now. So all this shit is one big cover up and one big rollout plan to get us distracted on the thing that's going over here while they focusing on this thing over here. You feel what I'm talking about? And it's really it's really a way to keep us in a state of fear. They always want us in a state of fear because they know that we the people, we give them their power. They don't have no power without the people. All right? And so we got to realize and understand they doing this shit on purpose. All this shit is planned and designed to be, and they knew this shit was going to happen in 2025. You know, it's not like they just out the blue start talking about that the Democrats didn't agree with the Republicans and they couldn't come up with an agreement to do a certain thing. All that shit is bullshit. Back in 2012, when they said the world was going to end, they already had a layout for the next 30 years. So everything is premeditated with the government. They already knew that 2020 was going to happen. The C-19, they planned that. They already knew that 2025 was going to happen. Agenda 2025. All these things is rollout plans for the future. Just like in the next 5 years, in 2030, with the AI shit, that shit is gonna take off. So we all know that, that they got a long list of things that they do to shape the future, or how they want to, remain in power and things like that. And so all this government shutdown is something that they planned. They planned this shit over 20 years ago. All right. This shit ain't got nothing to do with right, left, red, blue, left, right. None of that shit. It's already been planned and designed for the government to shut down in 2025 based on whatever else they planning on doing to the world, whether it be with the digital IDs, whether it be with artificial intelligence, whatever the case may be, the mark of the beast. These people got a lot of things in plan for how they want society to look in a nearby future. And so the government being shut down is just another thing that they already had planned to do in the upcoming days. And now we seeing the rollout of this shit, and we seeing a lot of people benefits getting cut. All this shit is planned. All right, all this shit is planned. Don't let them have y'all thinking that it's something wrong or something like that. Like, they want to keep you in a state of fear. And when it ain't no war, they create war. And we know every 25 to 30 years, they come up with some kind of reason to create chaos amongst the people. Or they come up with some kind of tactics to create some kind of need to put people in a state of fear, whatever that may be. All right. And so the thing we seeing right now is something that they planned in the past. You dig what I'm talking about? And so we want to talk about this stuff and remember that even with the immigrants, if y'all know about, when Donald Trump first got elected last year or earlier this year in January when he first took office, and they start throwing immigrants out. Well, who the hell bringing the immigrants in? How you going to bring the immigrants in and then you going to throw them out? See, they do little games like this to fuck with your mind because they want to steal your energy and really they want to keep you distracted. How is you going to throw the same immigrants out that you've been bringing in for decades now? And not only you bringing these immigrants in, you giving them benefits. You actually bringing in Africans. You actually bringing in Europeans. You bringing in Indians. You bringing in Latinos and Mexicans. You bringing in Japanese, Chinese people. You bringing in all these immigrants and you giving them benefits to be here in America. And then you talking about now you want to get rid of them. All this shit is a part of a plan to keep you distracted on chaos. All right? Because the one thing that the powers that be don't want us to do is come up with a solution to rebel against the system. And so they always keep you relying on the system or dependent on the system for whatever you need, whether it be through education, whether it be through resources and benefits and things like that, whether it be through housing, stocks and bonds, whatever it may be, they always try to keep you distracted and dependent on the government because they don't want you to rebel against the system. And so the thing with the immigrants, let me touch on that for a little bit. They talking about now Latinos and Mexicans and brown people and shit like that. They trying to throw these people out and things like that. But really, they the ones that's bringing these people over here. And so we know when it ain't no war or, it ain't no signs of chaos, they create chaos. All right. And they always want the citizens in the uproar. They always want the citizens in a panicking state. They always want the citizens in a fearful state. All right. So remember all this shit that they doing, the government shut down, they cutting people EBT, and millions of people ain't going to be getting no EBT for the month of November. All this shit is premeditated. It's all premeditated. It's all by design, and it's all to keep you in a state of fear to control you. All right. And I'm not saying it's not right that they doing this shit, but this is why I tell y'all we gonna have to get to a point to where we self-sufficient. We relying on nature. You can't, long gone are the days the government is gonna bail you out. The government ain't it. Listen, if the government is showing you anything for the people that's out there getting food stamps, benefits, and things like that, they showing you that you can't depend on them like that no more. All right? Real talk. And so we got to remember, man, we got to get back to, living off the land. You feel what I'm talking about? Because the government is going to continue, especially in America, it's going to continue to collapse. It's going to continue to collapse. And the faster it collapses, the more things they're going to try to come up with to scare you or to put you in a state of fear. Because they know they know that, let me explain something to y'all. The powers that be, they know that they get their power off of keeping you in a state of fear. That's how they stay in power, by keeping you in a state of fear. And they know that we really don't need them. But most people don't know that we don't need them. Most people think we need the government. We don't need the government. You see what I'm saying? And so they have to put you in a state of consumerism, or they have to put you in a state of fear, because that's how they stay in power. That's how they stay in power. All right? America was built off of lies, off of bloodshed, off of wars, exploitation, and things like this. And so in order for the powers that be over this nation to stay in power, they got to continue out with what's been working for the past century, or a couple centuries. And that's fear mongering, that's distractions, that's creating wars. And they not only do this shit with creating division amongst the citizens of America, but they also create division on a worldwide scale. And so right now, America is looking to try to go to war with somebody. They looking to try to go to war with somebody. That's why they spending billions of dollars to involve themselves in wars that ain't got shit to do with America. Like, why is y'all spending all this money worried about, no offense, but y'all getting into Ukraine business, y'all getting into Russia business? That ain't got nothing to do with us. But see, America love to create war. America is like the instigator of the world. It love to instigate. And it does this shit amongst the citizens of this nation as well. And so a lot of this shit, what you see with this government shutdown and this lack of benefits and this cutting of benefits, is to keep people in a state of panicking. They want you to panic. They want you to panic. Oh my God, how I'm gonna pay my bills. Oh my God, Jesus Christ, how I'm gonna feed my kids. They do you like that because they know that's how they get that's how they get off. That's how they get their power. That's what keep them in power. You see what I'm talking about? And so you will never really find a time in America where it's peace. It's gonna always be some bullshit. All right? And so we want to understand what this kind of stuff is really all about. It's all premeditated, and it's all by way of keeping you distracted. Let me keep up with the chat, though. Let me try to keep up with the people. Okay, I got the brother. The brother Terrell said we good. Okay, I got you, brother Terrell. We good. Okay, yeah, that's when everybody said, okay, we good. Joseph in this thing say Jesus is coming soon. God bless you, True Media in chat. Yeah, it's a lot going on in the spirit realm, man. The spirit realm is going down, bro. It's going down. Daniela say, hey, True Media. Hey, what's good with you, Daniela? I see you in this thing, sis. Welcome to the live, sis. They do this every year. They do this every year, Daniela. They do this shit every year. Okay? They just don't do government shutdowns every year where they don't try to announce it like they doing right now, but they always creating some kind of tactics of keeping you in a state of panic or fear mongering, whether it be through police brutality, whether it be through education, finances, religion. They main purpose is to keep people divided and in a state of panic. See what I'm talking about? And so, and another thing I want to touch on before we get into the to the topic, also what they do is they fund certain snipers to do these mass shootings. So anytime y'all always hear about a mass shooting, like somebody running up in the school, somebody running up in the church, somebody running up in the mall, and just, you know, unaliving a large group of people on a massacre level, what that shit be is the government funding certain National Guards to do that kind of shit. That be them doing that shit. That don't be the little white boy from the suburbs who didn't get along with his mother and father and who didn't know if he wanted to be a girl or a boy growing up. It don't really be them. It be the government that be planning this shit and doing this shit. Because they got to create chaos amongst the people. All right? So I want y'all to understand what kind of government you dealing with. These people wicked. And China ain't no better. Japan ain't no better. North Korea ain't no better. They do the same shit over there in their country. We just don't hear about what they do in their country. Because they try to keep it, you know, under the rug. They try to keep it on the low. But this shit is worldwide. The same way American citizens is suffering or going through turmoil or going through economic issues, other people in other countries is going through that shit as well. We just don't hear about it like that. All right? And so I want to, you know, get y'all to understand how corrupt this worldwide government really is. These motherfuckers is demonic and they stupid. They crazy. Well, they not stupid, but they crazy. Because they know exactly what they doing. And all this shit is premeditated unalivings. It's premeditated pandemics. You dig what I'm talking about? And so we got to realize and understand that these people is always trying to keep people in a state of panicking. That's how they stay in power. Juan Silva said, my sister Danielle say, the government really can't shut down because there's people who really do need food stamps. The government ain't shut down. They just want you to think the government shut down. All right? The government ain't shut down. The government can't shut down. Unless we going like to a world war. That's the only how when the government fully shut down is when it's like a world war involved. Like, say, for example, if America was to go to war with Russia or China, then it'd be a real government shutdown. You basically gotta fend for yourself. You can't call on the police to come save you. That's a government shutdown. So I want y'all to really understand what a real government shutdown is and what a distraction is. Now, the government shutdown that they talking about right now, it's just a distraction to keep you in a state of panic. A real government shutdown is when it's some kind of world war involved and all the people of a certain nation, we gotta fend for ourselves. That's a real government shutdown. All right. Terrell say, here's my question, family. I'm a veteran and I don't like either side of politics. Why isn't Congress money ever affected by these shutdowns, though? Why don't we all start asking the right questions? I agree. I definitely agree, bruh. Like, how is y'all still getting billions of dollars? I know what you're talking about, Terrell. Why is it always affecting the people? Why is it always affecting the American citizens? Why don't it never affect the Donald Trumps? Why don't it never affect the Elon Musks? Why don't never affect the Joe Bidens or the Barack Obamas or the Congress in general, who make up the legislations of the laws and things like that? Why don't it never affect them? Why the government only affect the citizens? I'm going to tell you why. The reason why it only affect us is because to them, we ain't nothing but cattle. And I'm going to tell you why we ain't nothing but cattle. I'm about to go into it right real quick. See, people think Donald Trump, Nancy Grace, Barack Obama, Kamala Harris, they think these people really give a fuck about them. These people look at you like cattle. The Congress look at you like cattle. These different senates in the government, all they look at citizens of America, they look at you like sheep, like cattle. They can care less if you get unalive. They can care less if your family starve. They can care less if you get fired from your job. They don't give a fuck. Because they know in the grand scheme of things, you're not a part of their plan. You're not in their club. They look at you like sheep, like cattle. And so by things affecting the citizens and not affecting them, it's basically telling you that we really don't give a fuck about y'all, bro. We really don't care about y'all. We still getting paid. You think Donald Trump money stopped? You think Nancy Grace money stopped? You think the people that make up the Congress, you think they money stopped? No, they still getting their bag. But the citizens, it affects us because they look at us like sheep. And I'm going to tell you why they look at us like sheep. The reason why they look at us like cattle, and I'm going to go deep, a little bit, not too deep because I don't want them to fuck with us. America is in almost $40 trillion worth of debt. Listen to me, Terrell. And I know you probably know a little bit about this because you served. You served. You say you're a veteran. America is in almost $40 trillion worth of debt by the Federal Reserve. So this was the trade-off from the Federal Reserve. This how wicked this shit is. The Federal Reserve is the people that print the note. The note. And I got to show y'all because I like to teach on my channel. I don't like to just talk. I like to teach so y'all can learn something. Let me see. So here go the dollar bill. Okay? This the dollar bill. All right? If you look on top of your dollar bill, it say Federal Reserve note. This is not money. All this is a note that's printed by the Federal Reserve. This not money. America is in $40 trillion worth of debt. So the Federal Reserve told the government, it's no way possible y'all will ever be able to pay back that amount of money. It's no way. I don't care how much inflation is involved. The Federal Reserve told America, your citizens, the citizens of America, would never be able to pay back the $40 trillion in debt that's due to the Federal Reserve. So the Federal Reserve told the government of America, okay, this the trade-off. The only way that we can get even is you got to kill off your citizens. The Federal Reserve, listen to me, for the people that think this shit is a game. The Federal Reserve told the government of America, you would never be able to pay back $40 trillion in debt. You too deep into the hole. You would never be able to pay it back. So they said in exchange for you not being able to pay back that debt, you got to make your citizens cattle. You got to make your citizens sheep. Okay? So the Federal Reserve told America, you ain't gonna never be able to pay back $40 trillion in debt. So they said, to get even, we gonna get even with you. If you want to get even with us, you got to kill off your citizens. That's the only other way that you will be able to get even with us at a quicker pace, if you kill off your citizens. And if anybody know anything about the New World Order or Agenda 21, Agenda 21 clearly states, which is the C-19, Agenda 21 clear, and I've been knowing this shit for a long time. Agenda 21 clearly states depopulation. So America is into the business of poisoning its citizens. America is into the business of creating these pandemics to kill off its citizens. You know why the America government is into the business of killing off its own citizens? Because it's trying to get even with the Federal Reserve. All right? So I want y'all to understand how deep the rabbit hole goes. And so when we look at things like the government shutdown, or we look at things like them cutting benefits and things like that, they do shit like that because they want the people to kill each other. They want to keep you in a state of panic, and they want the people to kill each other. Because that's the only way America could get out of debt. It's through them unaliving its own citizens. And that's why they put chemicals in the food. That's why they promote transgenders. So we won't continue to populate America in a large way. So they try to keep us in a state of not having kids. This shit is deep as fuck. This shit is deep, bruh. So when you look at the fact, why is I'm working all these hours at my job? It's because the Federal Reserve has told the government that it got to increase the hours of the citizens of America, to kill them off faster. Hold up. It started getting hot in this shit, in this thing. Because I know I'm teaching right now. And I know I got y'all undivided attention. And this is how I like it. All right? So let me continue to go in. Hold up real quick. Let your boy get some air real quick. So, when we talk about the economy, and we talk about the shutdown, and we talk about corruption of America, the reason why America is so corrupted is because everything is premeditated and designed to kill off American citizens. All right? Okay? And so I want y'all to remember and understand, America is literally a purge. The purge been started. This shit been happening for years now. You just ain't been paying attention to it. So when people talking about, I think America is gonna be a purge like the movie. It's been like that. You just ain't been paying attention. And so they know that cutting people benefits, they want to see how many people is gonna die. Not through starvation. They want to see how many people is gonna kill each other because it's planned for the citizens of America to kill each other. It's all one big plan. Okay? And so that's where you get depopulation and Agenda 21 come into play, because they know the only way America can pay off this fake ass debt that ain't even real to the Federal Reserve is execution. And so this is why people is getting executed at a large scale. You feel what I'm talking about? You got people running up in malls and doing these massacre shootings and unalivings and things like that. That's not your average Joe that's doing that shit. That's the government that's sending troops to kill off the citizens of America. And then they use somebody as a cover-up or as an scapegoat to make it seem like a little white boy with Down syndrome ran up in a church or the school and killed everybody. If you pay attention to the shootings and the unalivings in America, it's the same story. It's the same person, literally. It's a little white boy who got a hold of his father assault rifle, and he about 20 years old, and he got Down syndrome. It's the same fucking story. The same story, bruh. These people is killing us. And they want you to think it's a little white boy or a little black boy somewhere who done got a hold to a gun and just decide to start unaliving people. That's not the little white boy or black boy that's doing that. That's your government doing that. All right? So I want you to understand how deep this shit really is. This shit is way deeper than just a fucking government shutdown. This shit is way deeper than just motherfuckers not getting food benefits and shit like that. This shit is about exploitation, control, corruption, and execution. And so you never gonna live a full year in this country without some bullshit happening. Never. Because America gotta pay its dues. Not only financially, but spiritually, America gotta pay its dues. Because all the blood that she shed over the past couple hundreds of years. All right? It's called divine justice. It's called divine justice. Can't get away with all this, death and think you ain't gonna pay for it. And so what we seeing in the government shutdown and with people getting their benefits cut and things like that, all this is to keep people in a state of panic. Because when they got you in a state of panic, 9 times out of 10, it's going to lead to some kind of, I'm going to put it like this. It's going to lead to some kind of riot. It's going to lead to some kind of chaos. And that's what they want. They want riots. They want chaos. All right? So let me get back to the chat, because I can be here all day talking about this shit. Paul Juice 44A say Agenda 25. Yeah, we looking at it right now, man. 6137 say invest in AI. I have made great returns and it's still in the early stages. Hey, in a minute, that shit ain't gonna even matter. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, bro. I hear what you talking about, though, 6137. I hear what you saying. But if you're not investing in no land or no gold, the other shit ain't gonna even matter. Let me tell you something, 6137 and everybody else. It's two things you're gonna need going forward that you need to be investing in. That's either gold or land. If you're not investing in gold or land, all that crypto shit, that AI, that stock market, that shit ain't gonna mean nothing. All right? Truth rises, my brother in this thing. Yes, indeed. What's good with the bro? Say they want us to riot, bruh. They want us to riot, bruh. I'm telling you, truth. You already know, big dog. And so when we seen that these immigrants was getting throughout the country and shit like that, all this shit was by design. America is great when America is in a state of corruption. I repeat, America is great. When they be talking about make America great again, America is great when it's in a state of corruption. Because that's all America know how to do is corrupt. All right? It don't know about nothing about peace and freedom and true independence. It just know how to corrupt and self-destruct. And so all this shit going on with black and brown people and immigrants and deportation and all this shit like that, all this shit is by design. All right? Patrick Harrison, this thing say, yes, sir, kick the knowledge. You already know, Patrick. Welcome to the live, big dog. Appreciate you, brother. Not Pretended TV say facts. Terrell say they don't want us to unite either. That's what I'm talking about, Terrell. The reason why they don't want us to unite, because they know if we unite as the people, we gonna overthrow this system. And they don't want us to overthrow this system. They want to keep us in a state of fear. Or they want to keep us in a state of dependent on them. All right? I'm gonna just say, Queen Latrice say this is facts. Truth Rising say 100. There you go, Truth Rising. Order out of chaos. That's the perfect, that's the perfect way to put it. Order out of chaos, bruh. Order out of chaos. You know? We know Truth Rises, my brother Truth, because I know you know this too, and a lot of people on the live know this. America blew them Twin Towers up in 9/11. America killed its own citizens. It wasn't the Afghanis that blew the towers up. America blew the Twin Towers up. When there's no chaos in the land, they create chaos. All right? It's literally wickedness to the 10th power. Night Wolf in this thing say my thoughts and prayers are with everyone affected by the shutdown. Yeah, man. Prayers going up to everybody and their family, man, right now, for real. Truth Rising say, headed back to work. I'll catch the playback. Family 100. All right, brother Truth Rising. You be good, brother. You be good, man. The playback will be here for you, man. Thanks for tuning in, brother. 6137 say they have been doing this forever and never before many of you were born. Yeah, they have. They definitely have. I agree. Uh, 29933 say facts. Terrell say they all work for us anyway. We pay their salaries. We definitely do. And so this is why, Terrell, this is why they fighting so hard for the dollar. They know once this shit crash, it's a wrap. The only thing that they got left is the illusion that this dollar is worth something. It's not worth shit. It's not backed by no silver, no petroleum, no aluminum, no gold, no natural resources. The only thing that make you think that this is worth something is the illusion that you give it that it's worth something. All right? But this shit ain't worth nothing. Dez233 say, what's good with you, Dez? I see you in this thing. William in this thing. So, okay, brother, talk to me. You already know, man. Every time I go live, I promise you, bro, you're going to learn something from me. I ain't going to be giving you lip service and a gang of regurgitated statements and points from other people. I'm going to teach you, man, because I love you. And you ain't got to pay me shit. I was destined to do this. All I need is your cooperation. William Scott say, what you got? What's that? I don't know how to, I'm gonna just say y'all one. I don't know how to say your name, sis. But she said, being dependent on social services will never give the individual power. That's why it's gonna come back to a time to where we gotta be self-sufficient. All right, hold on. Let me go down real quick, and let me come back up. Y'all put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me real quick. Y'all put a 1 in the chat so I know we still flowing, because the live been good so far, and I want to keep everybody on point with what I'm saying and see. Okay, we good. Okay, we good. Let me go back to where I was at real quick, and damn, boy, we got a lot of people. Man, my people always show up, man. Every time we go live, man, my people, we show up. This what I'm talking about, y'all. We over here on True Media, man. This is a real family, man. All right, let me see. All right. Okay, let me see real quick where we was at. Damn, boy, it's a lot of people in here. Damn. Shit. I'm gonna try to really get through it today, too. I'll be trying to keep up, but sometimes it'd be hard for me to keep up. Okay, there we go. Diddy say, hey, brother True, greetings all in the chat. What's good with you, Diddy? I see you in this thing, sis. I see you in this thing, sis. Welcome to the live, sis. Let's get it started, sis. Terrell say facts. Diddy say, rightly. 29933 say facts. Diddy say right. Not pretend to say exactly. Terrell say it's been going on for centuries. All these things must come to pass, though. Yeah, well, you know, do I want to talk about that? Let me talk about it real quick, because I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. Let me tell you how wicked these people is. Tell you how much Satan is involved with all this shit that's going on. A lot of the things that we see happening right now, this shit was planned to happen hundreds of years ago. I do not want to hurt nobody, but I gotta tell y'all this shit. The book of Revelations is a script. See, I don't like to talk about this kind of stuff because I don't want to hurt people's feelings. Because I know people lean on the scriptures for understanding, which I'm not saying the scriptures is wrong about everything. But the book of Revelations is a script. It's not only prophecy, but it's premeditated events that the government written down hundreds of years ago. So when it say in the last days, or when you know how the book of Revelations is say in the last days, all these things, all these events shall take place. Well, they shall take place. But guess what? A lot of these things was premeditated, and it was written by philosophers who wanted to control the world. So don't continue to look at Revelations like it's God telling you something that's going to happen in the end. No. Revelations was written by man in general. It wasn't no angel that came down in Revelations. It was a man, a group of men. And they planned to take over the world, is what the book of Revelations is. It's a manuscript. And so when it say in the last days, it'll be wars, rumors of wars, and things like that in the book of Revelations, all that shit was written because it was given the certain people that's in power in the future, which in the times we in right now, it was giving them a script to live out the ways to take over the world. All right. And so, and this is not this try to debunk the Bible or nothing like that, but just telling you a large majority of what you see in the book of Revelations is premeditated. It's premeditated events and control that they gonna live out. And so when you see it say you wouldn't know that the last days is here until they build the third temple. It wasn't. Let me put it to you like this. When they give you all these events out the Bible in the book of Revelations, it wasn't to just warn you, but it also was a script for the people in the future to live off of and to live by. And what I mean by that, the book of Revelations is a script that Donald Trump is trying to see come true, that Barack Obama is trying to see come true, that Kamala Harris and all these people, Nancy Grace, they setting up the world to where it fits the book of Revelation. And they got us thinking that it's for our benefit to know these events. But really, it's not only for our it's not only for our benefit to know these events. They telling you what they going to do to you. They telling you. All right? They telling you what's going to happen. Let me skip to the bottom real quick. This is why I tell y'all, please, 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 don't put your faith into no religion. Put your faith into the Most High, man. All right? Put your faith into the Most High. These people is so fucking wicked. They literally think, they got people thinking that the book of Revelations is a book that was written by an angel, or it was written by God. I don't like to talk about this knowledge because what I'm giving y'all is real Freemasonry knowledge. Every time I drop Freemasonry knowledge on y'all about this shit. And I'm not a Mason, but I just know what they know. They giving you a list of events that they gonna do to your ass. So when it talk about pestilence and rumors of war and all these things like that, they telling you what they gonna do to you. And they not fulfilling God's prophecy, they fulfilling their prophecy. See, a lot of religious people, they think that the book of Revelation is God's prophecy. No. The book of Revelations is the government prophecy. The Bible, the God of the Bible is the government. That's why they say, obey your slave master. And things like that. The God of the Bible is Satan. Is the devil. Not the Most High God. Now, if you go back in time and you study the Apocrypha, or you study the book of Enoch, or you study the the Ethiopian Bible, or the Hebrews, the Hebrew Bible, then you will see it's a change. They changed a lot of shit in the old Bible. So people think they worshiping the Most High in this new Bible, these translated versions. The distinction in the difference between the biblical Bible in the old days, a lot of the teachings of the Most High was in those Bibles. So that's why they burned a lot of Bibles. They translated a lot of Bibles. Well, the Hebrew Bible, the original context. The reason why they did this shit was because they implemented their own version of the events that they wanted to live out. And so the book of Revelations is not the revealing of the prophecy of the Most High. All right? It is a script. It's a script that was translated and written in a way to where they can take over the world. All right? I hope I ain't leaving y'all. Okay? And so, when they tell you about wars and rumors of wars and pestilence and earthquakes and all this shit like that there, a lot of this is them. It's them that's doing this shit. Yo, government. It's them. It's not God. It's not the Most High. It's the government that's doing this shit. Okay? So when people see earthquakes in in certain areas and things like that, it's the world leaders that's doing this shit. Who is the world leaders being controlled by? Satan. Satan. He the ones that's controlling the world government, not just American government, but Japanese government, the Chinese government, European government, Russia government. All these people is under the tutelage of Satan. And so they put these certain events, in the book of Revelations that they was going to create themselves. And that's what they doing. And most people that's religious, they think it's the fulfillment of prophecy. Or they think it's the fulfillment of God's prophecy. It's not the fulfillment of God's prophecy. It's the fulfillment of a plan, of a premeditated plan by the government. And so they have to stay on script with the book of Revelations, and they have to cause all them problems in the book of Revelations to make you think that that shit is of God. But really, that is from Satan. All right? That's why the book of Revelations is in red, because it signifies blood sacrifice. That's why the book of Revelations is in red. It's in red ink. Red ink. Because it signifies the time of blood and reveal, and to reveal. And so I want y'all to understand how deep this shit is. That's why I always tell y'all to go back and read the original text. Stop reading these translated versions. Because a lot of things that was translated, it was taken out of context. If y'all don't know that, if y'all, for the people that follow me, for the new followers, go back and watch my series of God's creation. I talk about how we got more than one God. It's not just one God. So if it's not one God, Brother True, then why do the Bible say it's one God? Because when they translated the Bible, they took out Elohim out the original text. Elohim means more than one God. It means plural. They took Elohim out the translated version of the Bible. Oh, I'm dropping real fucking game right now. So the the one of the ancient texts And I know we talking about the shutdown of the government, but I want y'all to know, man, it's levels to this shit. When you fucking with your boy True, man, I'm gonna teach you some shit. I ain't gonna be running off just giving you lip service. I'm gonna teach you. So when you talking about what I was about to say, let me bag back real quick. Let me bag back. What I was about to say. When you talking about that's what I was about to say. When you talking about God and God's law, biblically, you was given, well, in the ancient days, you was given the 10 Commandments. The reason why the government threw out the 10 Commandments and we don't live by the 10 Commandments no more, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not bear false witness against neighbors and things like that. The reason why we don't live by the 10 Commandments, because the 10 Commandments was the structure that our ancestors lived by. They threw out the 10 Commandments. People don't even talk about the 10 Commandments no more. They threw it out. The reason why they threw out the 10 Commandments, because they gave you a distorted depiction of the modern Bible, which go against the 10 Commandments. Is you hearing me right now? Y'all put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Please put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me and see me well. Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. I'm going to need about 5-10 people to put a 1 in the chat before I continue to go. I need y'all to put 1s in the chat. Okay, there we go. The reason why they threw out the 10 Commandments, they threw out the 10 Commandments. The reason why they threw out the 10 Commandments was because the modern Bible, or they rulership, it discredits the 10 Commandments. They going against the 10 Commandments. That's why they threw it out. They have broke every commandment that the Most High told us not to break. The world government broke every last commandment. So what they did, they came up with modern religion. Okay? And they gave you all these different religions to keep divided. They rewrote history to fit their narrative. They rewrote a large majority of revelations to fit their narrative. And they threw out the 10 Commandments. Because everything that they doing right now goes against the 10 Commandments. And that's why they threw it out. They threw it out. They said, we don't want the 10 Commandments no more. We don't want to, nothing to do with the 10 Commandments. They threw it out. And one of the reasons why they threw out the 10 Commandments, because in the 10 Commandments, it told you the first commandment, thou shalt not kill. Period. Period. I don't care what the fuck it's for. Thou shalt not kill. Period. So they threw it out because they knew in order for them to extort people like they wanted to, they knew it was going to come with some bloodshed. They knew they was going to have to kill some people in order for them to exploit people and take over people's land. They knew they was going to have to go to war. And they knew that was breaking one of the most important commandments of God, which is thou shalt not kill. And so they threw out the 10 commandments. This how wicked and fucked up these people is. And then that gave you the book of Revelations, a book that was not to reveal the revealings of divine order of the Most High. It was premeditated, planned events that was going to take place in the hour and the time of right now. Straight up. And so, when we talk about things like the government shutdown, and we talk about things like these people is taking people benefits and things like that, all this shit is planned. This all a part of the plan. All this shit is by design. Okay? There you go, Travis. Travis say it's the same playbook they use. It's a playbook. And in order for them to gain full control of over the world, they gotta live out these events that they put in the book of Revelations. So they gonna be the ones that's creating this shit. It's not gonna be a divine correlation, or it's not gonna be by the Most High. It's not God that's now some of the things that happens in the world, it is nature. It is the Most High doing certain shit. But majority of the things that they gave you in Revelations, that shit they gonna do. They gonna do that shit. They gonna create war. They gonna build the third temple. They gonna usher in the mark of the beast. They gonna usher in the Antichrist. All right? And that's why in the book of Revelations, or I believe it was in the book of Revelations or in the book of John, it said how the whole, it said, I think it was in the book of Revelations, it said how Satan was going to deceive the whole world. It said this in the Bible. It said how Satan was going to deceive the entire world. And that's why, if we know anything about the scriptures, it always tells us many people won't find the light. Narrow is the way to the truth. Many people ain't going to enter into the kingdom of God. The reason why I say many people is not going to enter into the kingdom of God, because Satan, it says this in the Bible, I believe it's in Revelations, in the first or second chapter. It says Satan is going to deceive the whole world. Or I think it's in the book of John. All right? And so a lot of this shit is premeditated, man. Real talk. We got a lot of people in here, man. We deep in this thing, man. We like deep. We deep. We deep. And I can feel that I got y'all undivided attention, and I can feel that y'all learning. And I love the questions, and I thank everybody for learning and stuff like that. I'm gonna stay at the bottom for right now. Daniela put Hunger Games is real. He's the prince of the air. Satan is the prince of the air. And you got to realize and understand, and you can't forget that Satan is the one that's controlling your government. He's the one that's controlling the Chinese government or the Asian government. This great beast is worldwide. That's why they're trying to establish the new world order and make one world religion. They trying to establish the new world order and make one world religion because they know in order for them to gain power uh, um, uh, over the whole world, they got to give everybody to think one way or to agree to believe in one thing. All right. And so the shit is deep, man. It is. It's deep. It's real. And it's nothing to play with. It's nothing to play around with. You dig what I'm talking about? And so, you know, a lot of the things you see in a translated version of the Bible have been it been planned out. It's a script. All right. God didn't write no Bible. I promise you. The Most High didn't write no Bible. The Most High put it in your essence of what you should do and what you should not do. And the 10 Commandments was something that our ancestors lived by. All right. We knew not to kill nobody. You know killing people ain't right, but you instinctively already know that. It ain't got nothing to do with morals or morality. Instinctively, you already know not to kill somebody, bruh. Instinctively. It's already within your DNA. You know, damn, bruh, I don't want to really unalive this person. You feel that feeling of conviction when you steal something out of the store. Or not even really out of the store. When you steal something from just stealing, and period, you feel convicted in your, you feel it in your spirit like, damn, why did I just steal that shit, man? The Most High put the commandments within your DNA, but what the ancestors did, they just wrote it on a stone, so you can visually see it if you don't come to know thyself and you don't realize instinctively right from wrong. It's another reminder that lets you know you shouldn't kill nobody. You know you shouldn't be stealing. You know you shouldn't bear false witness against your neighbor. You know you shouldn't commit adultery. But you already know this within, though. You already know you shouldn't be committing adultery. You already know you shouldn't be stealing. You already know you shouldn't be killing people. And that's why they threw the fucking 10 Commandments out. The reason why they threw out the 10 Commandments, because they knew everything that was in their plan don't align with the 10 Commandments. If you look at this government, the world government, what they do? They kill people. They steal. They sleep around and commit adultery. They bear false witness against their neighbors, exploitation. Okay? All these different things. They do all this shit. They broke every commandment. And so, they want to keep you in the uproar because that's how Satan like it. He loved corruption. He loved deception. That's how Satan like it. We could have been made the world a better place. Let's keep it 100. If we really wanted to, we can change the world overnight. The citizens, the politicians, the world leaders, the families. We know we can change the world. We know what we got to do. We know that this shit ain't right. But when you dealing with spirits and demonic forces, see, you wrestle not against flesh and blood, but principalities of darkness. And this is what we up against. Spirits, demons. All right? And so I want y'all to understand this shit is deeper than the government shutdown, man. The government ain't fucking shut down. They want to keep you in a state of panic. The only how, and before I go, I want y'all to remember this and consider this. The only how the government will ever shut down if it's a world war. That's the only how the government can shut down. If it's a world war, like Russia, America, China, it's all at war. It's like a world war, Canada. Then the government will really shut down. That's the only government shutdown that can happen. All this little shit is to keep you distracted. All right? And it's to create chaos amongst the citizens. So all this shit with the government shut down and people losing their jobs and people not having benefits or food to feed their family, all this shit is by design. All of it. All right? And so I'm gonna read a couple more questions. And damn, boy, we got a lot of people in here, man. There's so many people. Man, listen, man. I want to take the time out and thank everybody. Man, I love y'all, man. The love been real. I just wanted to say that. Lorenzo Parks, thanks for the $1.99 dono. Say speaking facts, and thank you for the content, boss. I appreciate you too, family. I appreciate you, man. Real talk. This is what it's all about. Spreading love, peace, positivity, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. And I appreciate you, Lorenzo. Real talk, big dog. All right. Yeah, we got a lot of people in here. Where do I start? I'm gonna go up a little bit. I'm gonna go up because I think I want to go up. And then I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna skip down to the middle a little bit. And then before we knock off, I'm gonna try to catch up a little bit. Y'all one say they are all under the same system. We are, but they don't really they don't rely on the government because of the wealth. They are smarter. Well, it's not that they smarter. It's that they the dictators. They the dictators, y'all one. Or Azalea. Okay, Azalea, I got you. They the dictators. They not smarter than us. They just the dictators. They the ones that print the money. They the ones that got us paying taxes. When we know that every year American taxpayers, where American tax dollars, billions of tax dollars go missing every year. So you tell me where you think them billions of dollars that goes missing every year, where you think that's going? That's going to their family. That's going to their pocket. So they not smarter. They just the dictators. Queen Latrice say that. Terrell say right. Didi say it's a mental illness to manipulate or mental and keep us slave boxed in. Yeah, it's all in the mind. And this is why you got to free your mind in order to free yourself from this construct or this reality. As long as they got you in bondage through the mind mentally, you will always be a slave. You don't have to have on no shackles. If they got you up here and they know that you depend on them and you believe in the illusion of this matrix, they know you a slave. All right. Terrell say I felt that way every time I went to war. That's when my eyes were open when people start dying. Yeah, Terrell, it's real, man. And you know the sad part about it? They not only sending people to war to fight for the land, they sending people to war to kill people off. You didn't know that, huh? I repeat, they don't only send people to war to fight for nations and fight for their land. They also send people to war to depopulate the earth, to kill you off. So just think about them millions of soldiers that got killed in the World War I and World War II. You feel me? A lot of them people was killed by a dictator. It's always been a handful of people who run the world. Like really run the world. You don't even know their name. You can't even see their face. You never seen them before. They don't have a social security. They don't have a birth certificate. You have no trace to these people. The real rulers of the world. And what they do is they make it seem like they sending off people to war to fight for their land, but they sending off people to war to depopulate the world and to kill off a large majority of citizens in the world. So don't think that, oh man, I'm going to go fight for my country. I'm going to go fight for my nation. No, you ain't. You're going to go get unalived on purpose. To fit the agenda of the faceless. Who is the faceless, True? The prince of the air. Lady ABC say yes, the devil is the author of chaos, conflict, and confusion. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. Psalms 23:1. Thanks for sharing that. 29933 say facts. Didi say the Most High is teaching us to unite and stand in harmony as a collective. We got to come together. I'm telling you, we got to. 29933 say millions of paper notes being printed every day, yet people are homeless and can't afford the cost of living. It's all by design. They print money. With billions of dollars. And you still got people that's homeless and they print money? How do you got people homeless and starving and they print money? That should let you know right then and there, all this shit is a game. It's a game. Let me skip down to the middle. Yeah. Azalea say federal debt is different than personal debt. It is. My journey to be better say it's all a scam and it's all an illusion. Terrell say human capital. 29933. This whole system is high key a scam. Let me raise a question to something for y'all to consider. How do they pay NFL players, NBA players, entertainers, they pay these people millions upon millions of dollars. But they can take that same money that they paying one player and change thousands of families. The reason why they pay that one person upon paying them thousands of families, because they don't want us to stand up to the system. They don't want to empower us. So they'll take $100 million and give it to Steph Curry, or they'll take $100 million and give it to LeBron James, instead of giving it to families who can benefit off that. Their fear is they don't want people to get to the point to where we can come together and self-sustain and rebel. And so they don't want to fund the cattle. They don't want to fund the people that they trying to keep in poverty or in control. All right? They not trying to fund the people that they keep it. So let me put it to you like this. Your oppressor is never gonna help you become free. Your oppressor is meant to do one thing, is to keep you oppressed, however he or she see fit. So they not about to give power to something that they trying to keep controlling, or they trying to keep oppressing. All right? Let me skip to the middle real quick. You said, okay, Azealia say America didn't benefit from citizens dying during COVID. I beg to differ. Sis. America did benefit from citizens dying during the C-19. They did benefit. Queen Latrice say, wicked games they playing, but they can never have my soul. Yeah, don't give them that. Didi say, very deep. Larico say, don't forget AI. Yeah, I know. It's here. Terrell say, it really is deep. It is, bruh. It is. SR Light say, surprised you ain't cutting out by now, LOL. I know. See, sometimes the Most High will allow the spirit to move on me to speak the truth. And so we got to understand something about the Most High. YouTube probably been wanted to cut this live off, but they can't cut it off. They probably pressing all kind of buttons trying to cut this shit off right now. But when the Most High move, the chosen, I'm telling you right now, it ain't nothing not a motherfucker can do. All right? And so this message is brought to you by the Most High. All right? This message is sponsored by the Most High. And so it's not nothing YouTube can do. It's not nothing Donald Trump can do. I don't give a fuck. You can't stand up to God, bruh. All right? And so, yeah, they could have been cut the live off. But they can't cut it off even if they want to. When God press play. When God press play, it ain't nothing nobody can do to press stop. on whatever movement the Most High is trying to see come to pass. All right? So when God press play, it ain't not a soul under the sun that can press stop. All right? Michael Johnson say, preach, brother. I'm a preacher, man. 5626 say, I love these kind of convos, man. You only get it here on True Media, man. The night J67 say, a dissolving system. Yeah, let it fall. Let it fall. Straight up. Like Ursha, let it burn. Real holla. Queen Latrice say, like the page, show some love. You already know. Come on, y'all. That's all I ask for. James William, 8908, since 2020, before 2020. This shit goes way back. And Zelia say, no, they want people to get off their asses and work. Azealia, what's your stance, Azealia? Cause it's like you giving like you giving some vibes that I'm not liking right now. It seems like you trying to debunk what I'm saying, or you basically, and it's okay to disagree, but it seemed like you trying to combat what I'm saying, like you trying to insult my intelligence or some shit like that though. So put it in the chat if I'm tripping, cause I don't, you know, if you trying to insult my intelligence, that's gonna be bad for business right there. Diddy say, so they can say that they didn't do the killing, now they here to put, yeah, exactly, Diddy. That what they trying to do is, with the Revelations, the book of Revelations, they want to make it seem like it's all prophecy being fulfilled, but the whole time it's them that's doing the shit. All right. Yeah, Alasia, yeah. Make sure you put it in the chat when I get to the bottom that it's all good, big dog, because, you know, if I got to get you out of here, then I can get you out of here, sis. Letty ABC said the debt is growing by $25 billion dollars a day since July 2025. And you tell me, Letty ABC, and I know you know this, Letty, how we gonna pay that? How we gonna pay that shit back? How we gonna pay $25 billion? That's a lot of money, man. And so, in exchange for us not being able to pay back that debt, they telling the government to unalive its own citizens. It's crazy. James Williams say, chosen ones will navigate this like water because we're not stuck in the matrix. I agree. We gonna always find a way because we being led by the Most High. Didi say, we hip, we own it. Daniela got the laughing emojis. Terrell say they use the script. That's what it is, bruh. Michael Johnson in this thing say they already had almost 300 mass shootings this year. See, I didn't even know that, Michael. And see, this is what I love about when we go live, because everybody is in here learning from each other. And I didn't know that America had 300 mass shootings this year. I didn't know. That right there in itself should tell you everything you need to know about this society. And not only this society, but the world in general. Because a lot of shit happens in China too. China just don't tell you about it, or don't broadcast it, or it's not publicized. If y'all can hear me, put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me and see me correctly. Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear. Okay, we good. Okay, we good. We good. We good. All right. Okay, so damn, boy, we deep. So remember, the government worldwide is corrupt. Is corrupted. America, she is the fall. she is the one to take the blame for the rest of the world. This is the game that they plan on us. China have so many mass shootings, they just never talk about it. Or they never publicize it. They never give you the statistics or the analytics about the unalivings that goes on in China or Hong Kong or Africa. Because they all have agreed that America, since she is the youngest, they have agreed that America is gonna be the scapegoat for the world issues. For the world issues. And so America has always been a scapegoat for African issues, European issues, Russian issues, China and East Asian issues. America is the scapegoat. And so everything that's happening in America also happens in other countries as well. It's just that they don't talk about it. All right? Okay? And that's something a lot of people probably didn't know either. Okay, let me skip back because I think I had a super chat. Let me get this super real quick in, and then I'm going to skip back down to the middle. It's so many people in here, man. It's so many people in here, man. I appreciate all the love, man. This shit is real. This shit is real, man. Real talk. Okay. Let me see. Let me keep going. Skip back down to the middle a little bit. Okay, let me go right here. Okay, Mercedes in this thing say it's deep shit finna get hectic. Yeah, it is, sis. It really is. Didi say you reap what you sow. Yeah. Kenneth Thompson say my guy True Media. Man, you already know, man. This what we do. This what we do. This is what we do, bro. This is what we do. Didi say be still and know that there is a higher, mighty powerful spiritual God. Yeah. I'm telling you, all praises to the Most High, man. Lady ABC say, when you have a relationship with our Lord and Savior, you will continue to rest in his peace. Man, hey, listen, I'm telling you, man, don't follow man, because man gonna lead you to the abyss. And we seeing that right now. You better put your faith and trust in the Most High, man. I keep telling y'all this. Terrell say, I'm looking for land here in Florida right now. So I'm gonna tell y'all that's what I'm currently doing right now too as well. I've been giving up a lot of my possessions, a lot of the things I own. I've been giving it up. I've been selling a lot of shit. And one of my goals is for the future is to get a lot of land. Okay? If you're not investing into try to get land or gold, cryptocurrency, investing in AI, investing in the stock market, that shit ain't gonna even matter. You better have some land. And you better have some natural resources on your land, like having a well for water, having a good soil where you can plant seeds and things like that to grow your crops. You dig what I'm talking about? Let me see. Solar. There you go. Rodden say solar. Solar panels, energy. Listen. This is one thing about nature that nature don't care about when it comes to how you try to do your little shit. One thing nature don't give a fuck about is your opinion. Nature don't give a fuck about your opinion. Mother Nature don't care about your opinion. When Mother Nature speaks, everything gotta listen and shut the fuck up. All right? And that's what's happening right now. Excuse my language because I'm trying to stop cursing. All right, I made a video. I made a live a couple days ago, and I put one of the list of the things I was trying to stop doing in my life going forward was I was trying to learn how to let go. Another thing I forgot to put on that list was I'm trying to learn how to cut down on the cursing. So y'all bear with me a little bit, but I be very passionate about this stuff. But one thing Mother Nature don't care about is your opinion. All right? Mother Nature is speaking right now, and she don't care about nobody opinion. Nobody. And so when Mother Nature say, no, I want you to do it like this. And then men say, no, I want to do it like this. Mother Nature gonna say, you heard what I said. I want you to do it like this. All right? And so what we seeing right now is Mother Nature fighting back against all this shit. And Mother Nature is gonna win. And if Mother Nature feel like it need to clean up, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. Y'all put a 1 in the chat so I know y'all can hear me and see me. Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. I'm gonna tell y'all what's gonna happen. If you can hear me and see me, put a 1 in the chat. I'm gonna need about 5 people. Put a 1 in the chat. Okay, there we go. When Mother Nature, when men come and men say, I want to do something like this, and Mother Nature say, I didn't intend for you to do it like that. I want you to do it like this. When Mother Nature feel like it need to clean up, guess what it's gonna do? Somebody put it in the chat what nature is gonna do to the earth. Somebody put in the chat what Mother Nature is gonna do to the earth if we don't clean this shit up. It's one thing that if it happened, it can fuck up the whole world. Y'all put it in the chat. Nope, it ain't Terrell, it ain't cleanse. It's one thing that nature can do to wipe out existence. What's that? Didi hit it. Didi, you hit it. You fucking hit it, Didi. A tsunami. If Mother Nature, if people keep playing with Mother Nature and she feel like she gotta clean shit up, one thing we know about history. Nah, Didi already got it. Didi put tsunami. PBD said flood this whole shit out. That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. When we get to the point to where as humans, we so rebellious against Mother Nature, she got one thing that she gonna do to straighten this whole shit out. And that's flood the world. That's flood the world. And so, we know that these floods don't just happen because, it was a certain tsunami it was a certain time of the year. No, some of this shit be Mother Nature cleaning itself up. Where does the spirit of Mother Nature come from? God. When the spirit of God get to moving, the real Holy Spirit, when Mother Nature, the Holy Spirit, get to moving, it got one thing it'll revert to that'll clean this whole shit up in a blink of an eye. And so right now, Mother Nature is telling the world, I don't want it like this, like y'all got it. I didn't intend for it to be like that. All right? I want woman with man. I want man with woman. I want y'all tilling the ground. I want y'all living off the land. And I do it y'all. Y'all do what I tell y'all to do. Mother Nature say, y'all do what I tell y'all to do. I don't do what y'all tell me to do. All right? Straight up. And so right now, you seeing everything revert back to its natural state. And so the matrix gotta collapse by default because it goes against nature. So by default, the matrix, it gotta collapse. It gotta collapse. It gots to. All right? And so the times we heading back into is the times our ancestors used to live by. The times we heading into is the times that nature called us to live by. All right? And so that's why I'm big on nature, because it don't take much for the spirit or the real Holy Spirit or the Most High to end the world. See, God ain't got to send no star from the heavens. God ain't got to do that. God ain't got to plague the earth with famine and pesticides and diseases. That's another way. If the Most High, if the Spirit, if Mother Nature tell that ocean, tell that sea to rise and flood the entire world, ain't nobody gonna escape. It ain't gonna be no way you can run, no way you can go, nothing you can do. All right? And so, right now is the time to listen to Mother Nature, Mother Earth, and stop trying to do what man telling you to do and do what's natural. All right? Let me skip back down to the bottom before we get ready to knock off real quick. Cause I wanted some that go to super I was looking. Misty Savannah, the tech. Thank you for the $1.99 dono. I appreciate that. $2 donation. I appreciate that, Misty. She say, thanks, True. Awesome live. I appreciate that. I always gotta, give y'all something new to learn about. Something, a different way of looking at things, And so, I appreciate everybody being in attendance. Let me try to read some more questions from the people real quick before we get ready to knock off. And I'm gonna just kind of Night Business say, keep it up, King. I appreciate you, Night. Mercedes say most people not even going to make it. They too lost spiritually. Yeah, most people ain't gonna make it. Daniela say that's why they call it scriptures. Yeah, it's a script. Wesley Williams 7886 say, I thank the Most High for people like you being able to teach our people wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. I appreciate you too, Wesley. Most definitely, man. And so I want y'all to start going off your instincts like the Most High told you to do. Become more spiritual like the Most High told us to do. That way, when the Most High tell us something, we can automatically feel it, no matter where we at in the world. But you got to be aligned, all right? Waffle say, yes, brother, speak the truth. Didi say, we have to meditate and become one with source and be still and know that there's okay, I read that one. You right, Didi. You definitely right. Daniela say he loves anything dark. Satan is a narcissist. He's the ruler of that spirit, and that's who is running the show. That's who running the show. So we got to know what we up against. You feel what I'm talking about? We got real ops, like real life ops. You feel what I'm talking about? And they trying to keep us oppressed. Mercedes say that's why you got to stray away from people who haven't repented. They will project them demons onto you. They definitely will. That's absolutely right, Mercedes. Real talk. Didi say distractions, distractions. All right, let me skip down. Easter Wiley in this thing say true media. Thumbs up. Sirit say, come on now. Yup, the truth. Yup, come on now. Sirit in this thing, man. Say that. I see you in this thing. Daniela said a lot of young people innocent. Blood like blood like abortions. Yeah. It's a sad situation. Jesus Christ, Son of Man, say own it. Terrell say that's was the hardest pill to swallow. Yeah, bro. I know, man. They send people to they send people to these wars just to unalive people. Mercedes say that's why the Most High has chosen souls to restore order and balance to the planet. When it's all said and done, the true chosen will stand and rise. The first shall be last and the last shall be first. Well, we seeing it right now, Mercedes. The chosen is rising right now. We rising up. That's why it's a huge spiritual awakening going on the earth right now. And those who choose not to rise, them the ones that's going to be left behind. That's the rapture. The rapture ain't this mystical event that's going to take place in the sky. And no. The rapture is when God, like right now, is causing everybody to rise, the chosen to rise. The ones that's going to be left behind is the ones who choose not to rise. And the ones who choose to rise is the ones who's going to get raptured off. We the ones that's going to get caught up in the rapture. That's the real rapture, the awakening. The ones that stay asleep, them the ones that's going to be left behind. All right? Travis Floyd say, the truth be told. Siri say, come on, man. I see you in this thing. My brother RC in this thing say it's an evil world today, but in the end, we all know that we gotta do what we gotta do to live right. Yeah, you got a choice, and that's why God gave you free will, so you can have choices and decisions. Ain't nobody forcing you to do right or wrong. It all comes back to comes back down to a choice or a decision. 2024 say, what's up? What's good with your 2024, Jay? I see you in this thing. Let me skip down a little bit. Becoming, I'm gonna just say Marie says, shit, I worked for Cleveland Clinic at the time in America, and these big corporations benefited. Yeah. And see, you know, it's all a part of their plan. You dig what I'm talking about? Even the people that's in the clinic, that's in the hospitals, it's unaliving people. It's a lot of people during the C-19 2020 that got unalived who didn't even have the COVID shit. They didn't even have it. They was just unaliving people. Sticking people with shit. Unaliving people. And then telling the world that these people was dying from the virus. Daniela say, nothing can stop it. Nothing can't stop when the Most High press play. I don't care who you is. Didi say, I approve this message wholeheartedly. You already know, sis. You already know. It's the truth every time we go live. Mercedes 33 say, God has the final say. So, always, Mercedes. Love and Self say, nothing AI or human can do when the Almighty is moving. Keep the truth alive, True Media. Yeah, I got you. Straight up. So, don't be afraid. And I'm going to leave y'all with this before I go. 3945 say, yo, brother, you speak the real. Glad I subscribed. Thank you for subscribing. What's that, Peanut? I appreciate you, brother, man. Thank you, man. Thanks for the subscription. I'm gonna tell y'all this. Don't never be afraid of what man can do. Be afraid of what God can do. All right? Be afraid of what Mother Nature can do. All this shit, you being scared of the army, and you scared of the Navy, and you scared of the military. Nigga, fuck the military. Fuck them. You better be afraid of what the Most High can do. That's why they say the beginning of the fear of God is the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. All right? Straight up. Don't be sitting back scared about another man. He bleeds just like you, but the Most High is everlasting. All right? Wesley Williams say, praises be to the Most High. You already know, man. Peanut 3945 say, yo, brother, you speak the real. Glad. Okay, I read that one. I appreciate you, though, brother. Love and Self say, you are not tripping. Yeah. Yeah, we ain't. Diddy say they stealing everything from the American people. Definitely is. Straight up. I'm gonna do another live about the history of America and the Grand Canyons, and how the Grand Canyons is tied to the Egyptians, and how it's tied to ancient civilizations and kingdoms that was destroyed. All right? We're going to talk about the Grand Canyons on one of the upcoming lives. Okay, we got all that. Okay, Strawberry Ice in this thing say, God bless you, brother, too. God bless you, too, Strawberry Ice. Deani King in this thing say, yep, all got to save what we can, definitely. And try to get some land, man. I know we right now trying to do the stocks, the bonds, the crypto, the Bitcoin. That's cool, too. But I'm telling you, in the long run, in the near future, your main focus should be on land and gold, natural resources. All right? Strawberry Ice say, God bless chat. Yeah, God bless the chat, and God bless everybody that's being affected by this, this bullshit that's going on with these people in the government. Sacred Silver say, generators. You got to have them generators too. Solar panels, generators, water. These is everything you gonna need for land when it comes to, cause it, having land I'm gonna put it to you like this. It don't make no sense to have hella land if you ain't got no resources, or if you ain't got no water, if you ain't got no food. You feel me? So not only it's important to get land, but it's important to get good land that have soil, a good, that have a good soil where you can grow your crops. Okay? All right? And where you can have, water of some sort. And generators is important. Solar panels is important. All right? Stuff like that is important. Okay? AJ in the stain say facts. Okay? Rodden say Mother Nature was destroyed. Yeah, Mother Nature will destroy all this shit, bruh. Real fast. Straight up. Mother Nature will destroy this whole world, bruh. Sacred say Mother Nature is reclaiming what's hers. That's what's going on. Didi say they're stealing people's 401k who've been working for 20 years plus, taken from Social Security by firing people when it's time to receive or selling the company to run off with people money. Yeah, they definitely doing that, Didi. They definitely doing that. And the sad part about the workforce, they don't do pensions no more. Back in the day, they used to do pensions. I guess they replaced it with 401k, and now you got to build it up, opposed to you having a guaranteed payment for after you retire. So pensions back in the day, they'd give you like a severance pay. So if you do like your 65, if you do like your 30 years of working and you retire at 65, they'll give you like an extra 400,000. They not doing that no more. They saying basically the time you put into your 401k is you got to build it up now. So it's not a guaranteed pension. Why? Like that's so fucked up when they stop doing. And I think certain companies, they still do pensions. Certain companies do, but back then everybody did pensions. You got a certain payout. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me and see me. A 1 in the chat. Okay, we good. So, to finish my point about the pensions, they making people, that 401k shit, they definitely scamming people out of their life, out of their time, out of they doing a lot of scamming, real talk. You know what I mean? And I'm telling you, man, if you're not able to self-sustain in some kind of way off the land, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. I'm going to just say that. Kenneth Thompson say, why people so reluctant to the truth? I don't know, man. Sometimes you can't help people. The truth hurt. Tavon in this thing said the hospital got my grandpa in 2017. He came in the hospital fine, then caught a sickness there and passed away from it. Yeah, bro. A lot of these doctors and shit is coerced, and they coerced basically by the government to unalive people, bro. Real talk. They'll unalive you, and then they'll sell your family. They'll sell your family an autopsy. You know how they be doing the autopsies on people to see how people passed away? Do you know them autopsies is made up? Most of them. Do you know that? So they give autopsies to the corpse to see how the person passed away, but they not gonna tell you that they unalived your loved one. They the ones that killed your loved one. But they gonna put it in an autopsy like this was wrong with them, or they gonna make some shit up. They do shit like this. All right? Real talk. Wesley Williams say no force greater than the Most High. Facts. All right? Taz Z12 say first time on your live, you speaking the truth, man. Welcome to the live, Tazy 12. I appreciate you, brother. Straight up. Thanks for joining the family, man. Real talk. It's been a blessing, man. So I'm gonna leave it there. Daniela say Diddy got yup. Cyric got love. Daniela say all these fast food places going rapidly, keeping your chakras sealed. Yup. And it's closing your pineal gland. So your pineal gland that connects to your crown chakra can be it can be closed by certain chemicals. It can be affected by certain chemicals. All right? So be careful what you eat. Read the ingredients in the food that you eating. Read that shit. All right? Don't just be eating anything because it tastes good. You always can get you always can get a good taste out of something and it be natural. You can get natural things that tastes good. All right. So with that being said, man, God bless y'all, man. I appreciate everybody tuning in to the live, man. You know, it's been a blessing. And I thank everybody, you know, for tuning in and sharing their commentary and sharing their truth. And we all in here to learn at the end of the day. Iron sharpen iron. So, you know, don't never put yourself in a state of feeling like you can't learn something from somebody, okay? Because we all here to learn. Even me, y'all teach me stuff all the time. I don't know everything. You know, I'm still learning too. And we all in this together. And so with that being said, y'all keep God first. Y'all stay prayed up and y'all be careful. Okay? And until next time, I'll holler at y'all later. I love y'all. Peace. 100.